Hello, model railroaders. This is John back with a 16 by 8, but we're doing a little quickie winter diorama that I built. This thing took me 2 hours. Of course, I had to wait for paint to dry, but the actual physical working on it time is 2 hours, and maybe you'll probably say, kind of looks like it. Well, it does. But there's not a lot to do when it's snow you're dealing with. And then the trees, things like that. The backdrop probably took me the longest, but I did that last December. I made 3 of these backdrops. So you can kind of see what I got. At the end of this video, I'm going to put some pictures on with an engine. It just took up too much space, the visual space. So that's why I did this, use these cars. So I'm going to zoom in so you can kind of see the trees. You can see the trees in the backdrop, and you can see the ones I put in. I think I matched them pretty well. I just painted my trees, the super trees, I painted them flat black, and then I hit them with some white, flat white paint. That's how I got mine to look white. The bridge is just an old, gosh, I can't even remember what brand that is. It's been around for many years. I actually forgot I even had it. When I was looking for some track, it was in the box with it. So I just grabbed that little bridge. It's supposed to be like a riverbed, or river that kind of froze over. That's what the whole intent of that whole river area is, on a big hill. The roadbed itself is covered in snow, so you don't really see it. I just didn't put any ballast in the track because technically this thing's not even really dry. I just glued the track down. So, and I just thought I'd make a video of it. It's not going to look a lot different, but I also wanted to I'm going to figure out an engine and one car that I don't mind kind of spoiling and using it for to make it look winter windswept. And I'm going to do that at some point. I don't know when. I just have to decide which engine. I like all my engines. So, but yeah, this gives you kind of an idea. It's something that's super, super easy to do. Anyone can do it. I'm going to lift the camera up so you can kind of see it. Yeah, kind of go around it. The debris, all I did was take one of my trees and crumble it up and threw it down. Because if you look on the backdrop, you can see there's a lot of the similar type of thing back there. So that's all this really is, nothing fancy. But you hardly ever see winter scenes from anybody. So that's why I thought I'd make one of these. I just think they're neat. Living in Minnesota, it's kind of something we almost have to have all the time anyways. You got to deal with winter so much. So here, I'm going to slide this down. You can push the picture back. It gives a little more depth to it. So, and then you can kind of see what's going on there better. So, anyways, just thought I'd show this to you guys and let me, see what you think. And it was fun to make. I wanted to always make one. The snow is just a little pack of I think it's called Diorama. It was a little tiny, tiny pouch. And this snow goes a long ways, let me tell you. I still got probably 2/3 of it left. I basically took 2 pieces of foam, glued them together, cut out the river, sanded it, painted it, and while the paint was drying, I threw this stuff on, the snow on it. So there's no magic to this thing. It's you almost just can't get it wrong, putting the snow on. So it's something that most anybody can do, even the most amateur person. Like I say, I'm not a professional at all, but I just love trying things like this. And I don't know what I'm going to ever do with this thing. It's one of those things that I've got probably half a dozen of these dioramas that I've made, and I give them away a lot, and people seem to like, I don't know what they do with them. I got some of my friends, I got them on their shelves. So, but I just make them mainly for me so I can test things, and that is how I test all my scenery and how I can make scenery. So anyways, just thought I'd show it. Let me know what you think. And you know, if you have any suggestions to doing something different with winter scenes, you know, throw them in there for comments for other people to see. Like I said, this was a very, very basic thing. Got about 2 hours in it, not including drying time. But I just started it yesterday. So I started about 6 o'clock yesterday evening. And right now it's about 10:30 in the morning. So this is where it ended up after that short a period of time. So I do kind of work fast once I know what I want to do. So that kind of does help me a little bit. I'm going to zoom back out of this a little bit. So it gives you the full scene. I'll move the train. So, well, there you go. That's what I got for you today. Thanks.